This is a Heart and Hand production.
Hello folks, it's David and Stuart from Heart and Hand here at Ibrox, getting ready for a huge evening at Ibrox as Rangers take on Brugge in the playoff round for the Champions League. Stuart, we've seen the team tonight. No great shocks, I think it's fair to say, although maybe perhaps you were kind of expecting to see James Tavernier back. He doesn't come in. Aaron stays at right back and Migoma makes his debut. Suter and Giga are the centre backs. Midfield three of Raskin, Diamandi and Rothwell, and up front for Rangers, Gassama, Antman and Danilo. On the bench for Rangers, some decent quality in there. Asgard's there, Raul Cameron's there, Mikey Moore's there, as well as obviously Hamza Agaman and James Tavernier. No return for Cyril Dessers. Manager said he'd be back at the weekend, but your thoughts?
As I said to you earlier on, I'm not overly surprised about the new lad Migoma coming in. I think we tried to get that transfer done quite quickly over the weekend, and the manager was very adamant that he wanted him in the squad to give us the balance. That Aaron's at left back just isn't working for him or for the team.
No, it's not.
The only surprise for me, as I said, it wasn't necessarily that I'm disappointed that Tavernier's on the bench. I'm just so used to him playing in particularly big games where, look, I know he gets a lot of criticism, but he has stepped up for us and he will continue to do so. The rest of the team for me picks itself. I think it's such a huge night and I don't think he was going to take any chances. He's had a lot of criticism, the manager, and fair enough, there's been some that justified. I think he needs some of his big players to stand up from the night. John Suter, Diomande, Raskin, Rothwell, they really need to stand up and give us a performance tonight, because I don't think they've been at their best, and he's taking a lot of the flack for it, and rightly so. There's some of the performances haven't been great, and it's on him, but I think he really needs to step up. Danilo as well, massive. So you mentioned about the bench. We've got great options. We've got quality options there on the bench. If you look at last season, there was times we're looking at the bench and it just wasn't strong. We've not got any of that. Dessers, you know,
it would have been handy, but we do have a man.
And I think as well.
I agree. I think the front three tonight, though, Antman and Gassama need to take advantage of the extra space, and there won't be tons of it, but there'll be more than they maybe get domestically, although they'll be up against far better players. But Danilo has to contribute tonight. Right then, folks, we'll be back after the match. Until then, I'm on the Jers. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.